turn your head from side to side. Get that neck nice and loose. Don't forget about your breath. And up and down. All right, we're gonna come into a child's pose. You can take this as wide as you want, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Try to reach those fingertips as far as you can forward. Feel a stretch in those shoulders. And just take some nice deep breaths here. Place your forehead on the mat. And press forward. Feel a stretch in your hips. Feel free to rock it out. Do whatever movement serves you best. And press back to child's pose. And come forward. Now we're going to try and make this one big, nice, fluid movement. So kind of roll through it, come back. Feel a stretch in those shoulders. Then roll through, come forward, almost through a cat pose. And stretch it out. Head back. And forward. Last one. Good. All right, we're gonna press back up into down dog. Again, do whatever feels best for you here. You can walk your feet out. Just feel that stretch. And you're gonna bring one leg up, starting with my right leg. Keep those hips nice and square.
Good morning, babes. It's cralisa Victoria back from my workout. Anyway, y'all, this is my 5 a.m. routine. I told you guys I am doing what I have to do to boss back up, become the babe that I need to become the better version of myself. So I went for a amazing walk, and it was amazing. So I'm starting the morning off with some celery juice right now. I'm gonna finish this little corner once just because I'm ready to be done with the celery juice. Today is February 4th. Celery juice has the best benefits on an empty stomach in the morning. So as you guys could see, I was starting to prepare my water over here. So today I'm actually going to fill up my water jug that basically is half a gallon. That way I can make sure that I'm drinking my water and tug that around the house with me throughout the day and whenever I go somewhere. You guys know that I used to drink a gallon of water, and I'm saying used to because like it's been some weeks that maybe even a month or two, that I've not been drinking my gallon of water, and I believe that part of it is just like sometimes I don't want as much as I'm supposed to have. But then again, just to get on my own case, some of the problems are I've been drinking other beverages that's filling me up without staying disciplined enough to drink my gallon of water. Now, yeah, I drink water every day. I love water, okay? But I have to get back to my gallon, and with it being like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm able to start my celery juice. I don't like to work on anything really when I'm drinking my celery juice. I like to focus on drinking the celery juice, just simply because celery juice is something that you kind of have to, when you get used to it, you're used to it, so you know that I might not like the taste of this, but I'm used to it and I know it has benefits. So it's something that I like. I'm not gonna go sit down and try to work on business. Like, if anything, I'm gonna try to drink my celery juice and do whatever else I have to do around the house. Oh, girl. So I'm gonna grab that cup, fill it up, or that I'm gonna show you guys too, because I get asked about this cup. I've had it for so long, but I'm just gonna show y'all. Okay, so this is the cup that I'm referring to. It's like one of those ones that keep your beverages cold or hot, and it's 64 fluid ounces, so it's a half a gallon, right? So I'm gonna pour this into here. Oh, let me put it down so I don't spill it. Perfect. Oh, it filled up to about 64 fluid ounces. And then I had lemon in here for some detox, razzle dazzle. I do have a couple of bottled of waters in the refrigerator, and I typically do not buy bottled waters, but I think it's nice sometimes to have some bottled of waters just in case I don't fill up my Brita pitcher. Which, speaking of my Brita pitcher, let me add that to my list. You guys know I've been making like this little list of the things that I'm going to need at some point for my kitchen, and that's something that I need. I need Brita pitcher filters. If you guys ever see me pour that filter, you see me pour that, you'll notice that the light is flashing red, which typically when the light flashes red, it means your filter is no longer working, it's not good, and you need a new one. When it flashes yellow, it's basically telling you, hey, it's almost time to get a new filter. And when it's green, it's on go. So lately it's been flashing red, which means it hasn't been filtering. So I've been boiling my water in my kettle, pouring it into my pitcher, and then putting it in the refrigerator overnight. So that's how I've been having my fresh water in there. But that's not how it goes. You're supposed to just have the filter in there, fill up the pitcher, and it will filtrate for itself. So I gotta get it together. I know I had a pen up here. Oh, here's one. Okay, so we're gonna add Brita pitcher filters. Yeah, normally I can get about, I think like 3 to 5 filters. I think they have them up at one of those stores up here, but I can get them pretty much for a good price. So I'm gonna add that to here. I am gonna have a protein shake today. It's just not this morning because I wanted to focus on my celery juice and my water intake. That's the best for me in the morning because I'm typically not hungry, and I feel like a protein shake is a form of food for me. It's just liquid form. So I'd rather drink that later as a meal. And then I also have meal replacement powder that I can also put into my protein shake. So that's like perfect. And coffee. I typically don't drink coffee this first thing in the morning. I drink coffee like mid-morning or later, just because I don't want to spike my, levels this early and be on 10 or 20. Bring it down a few decibels, right, sis? So I'm drinking my celery juice. Obviously, I don't want the most lethal concoction. However, I'm going to be taking my multivitamins, which I am taking my multivitamins by Women's Best, which reminded me I have to do a supplements video because I do have some new supplements to show you guys that have for immunity and all those other things. But in the morning, I'm going to be taking my essential vitamins, which is my multis. I'm not sponsored by Care of, but this is who I'm using. Multivitamins for women. There's 60 tablets in here, and essential vitamins and minerals to refill the diet gaps. And let's see, so it has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, which is important, vitamin E, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, choline, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, silica, boron, vitamin K12, which vitamin K12 is not one that's always reached. So it basically has an array of things that we need. And if you are a person who have like low vitamin D, it has 1,000 IUs in there. So that's, like a good dosage. That's 17, let me see, that's 125% that they've put into here. These bottles are good for typically 30 days because they recommend you take 2 capsules a day. But typically for multivitamins and stuff, I take only 1. So this can last me 60 days. But if you're somebody who has to have multiple vitamins a day, yeah. Now, obviously, another thing I'm taking is I'll be taking a probiotic. This was my first time buying this bottle. It's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's soy-free. One of the vegan babes at the grocery store basically takes these, she said, and it has 20 billion live cultures. It's an everyday probiotic, and it has 12 probiotic strains. So if you're not familiar with probiotics, I'm not trying to be your little probiotic teacher, but if you're not familiar with probiotics, probiotics are really good for gut health. Our gut literally dictates our life, like literally dictates our life. Like 80 to 90% of your health is in your gut. We have good and bad bacteria that is in our gut. So probiotics help to balance the good and the bad bacteria, and it helps your flora, it helps your pH, it helps so many different things. It helps the breakdown of foods, the functioning, the everything that we basically need on a daily basis. But I had never taken this brand before, but I told you guys the probiotics that I usually get, I used to spend like $30-something. Baby, they're like 50-something, almost $60 for those probiotics now. So I think, eventually I may go back to them. That's why I'm trying to reassess my budget and do a cost analysis for an annual cost analysis so I can kind of know what I'm up against. Because I feel like the same $50-60 that you spend for a 90-day supply of probiotics is the same $50-60 you'll spend to go get your nails done. And I measure things out like that. Like, I know everybody's different, but that's how I look at things. Like, girl, you spend $40-something on your nails. What's a couple more dollars to have it for your health? So I've always been good about like compare and contrast when it comes down to circumstance. And, obviously I'm going to take care of my health. I think that probiotics to me is more important than getting my nails done. But I think my nails are important, but they're not as important. These are not essential. Those are essential for me. So these I got for, I think it was $21.99 or $22 or something like that. But if you do the math, from the old probiotics and these probiotics, if I just spend the extra $30 on the old probiotics, I still will end up, 2 bottles of these will give me 60 capsules, but that other bottle will give me 90. So for almost the same price, I get 30 extra capsules with more live cultures, with more like, so it's a thought. But if you're thinking about temporary, these might be. And I couldn't get, she said, because these are vegetarian capsules. She was like, and the flavor actually tastes good. And y'all, I ain't gonna hold you. When you actually take those, I know what I understood what she said. She's like, in a weird way, they taste good. But I know what she's saying because it has like this burst of a little quick lightness when you taste it. I don't know how to explain it, but I get what she's saying. Because there's some like supplements that when you taste it, it almost makes you want to puke or it makes you feel away. I know what she's saying. Honestly, I could relate, and it's probably an Aquarius thing. We just, yeah. Girl. Sis, why? But I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. Like, literally. And I probably will vlog today. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a hair video, but I don't know. Don't even quote me. But to be quite frank, that felt amazing. Getting back on my 5 a.m. routine, 4 a.m. routines. Like for the past mornings and stuff like that. Like obviously I've been getting back into going to sleep on a reasonable time and waking up early. I've been waking up early. It's just sometimes I'll be laying around, letting my body rest, not doing anything. But it felt really good to wake up and get on my 5 a.m. I literally, y'all, got so much done, and it's only like 6 something, and it's the start of the day. So this gives me time to kind of wind down, get my life going. I do have some laundry to wash, but I don't know about y'all. I'm considerate where I live. I try to keep my noise to a minimum if I can, outside of when I feel like blasting the trap music or the R&B or the motivation. Yeah, that right there can come through the speakers, and that's just whatever. But like noises, like I know I'm up early, but that doesn't mean that I need to be banging things against the wall. Like, yeah, sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Like maybe you got somewhere to be or you need something washed so you could start the laundry. But for me, it's like if it's not a dire emergency to start my laundry right now, I'm going to wait until it's like a little bit later in the day, because living in a condo, it's like you have attached other units in different spaces. In my my AC unit could be somebody's room, which I do know that it is close to someone's room. And imagine that you, I don't know, maybe you work a overnight shift and you gotta come home and it's 5 a.m. and while you trying to go to sleep, your neighbor feel like, oh, let me get up real quick and just boom, bang, crash. Let me go ahead and do the laundry. Let me da-da-da-da-da. That can affect your sleep. And I'm not saying, even if they're not an overnight worker, maybe they're still sleep. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe they just got a break. I kind of think like that because I do unto others as I would want to do to me in my unit. And nobody's making me be this way. This is just the consideration that I have. Obviously, if I'm gonna take a shower, I gotta take a shower. If you can hear the water running, I am sorry, but I'm not gonna stay, you know, if that's what I need to do, I need to do that. But I try to keep it to a minimum. So I'm not in the kitchen, boom, bang, crash, like, trying to keep it quiet. Even now, you got rooms that could be behind my kitchen, which I do know. I'm not trying to be doing the most right now. So when I tell you this celery juice is trying to clear them sinuses, baby. Yes, y'all hear that nasally congestion? Oh, it's trying to get me right, baby. Clear up. I'm not banging with this morning. I don't know if it's because it's the end of it and I got like all of the celery like sediments, and And I squeezed a little bit more lemon than I should have squeezed. It already naturally had lemon in it, but that lemon I have is just like a lemon that I just keep cut up. And I squeeze it as I go. Now, obviously, I'm not going to take my probiotics, nor am I going to, which I get refrigerated probiotics, nor am I going to take my multivitamins with my celery juice. I will take these when I start drinking water, or maybe even when I have my protein shake or something. But a lot of times I would prefer to drink them with water. Then I can have like whatever else I'm about to have. But because I just feel like taking things for your gut slash your vitamins slash your probiotics, and then going to drink something that's going to yield that type of result, lethal, baby, lethal. So you have to kind of, you got to space it out, make it make sense, sis. Make it make sense. So yeah, I'm not going to do the most, but this gives me the opportunity to just reset. I'm about to journal and get some things done. I'm doing that off camera just because I want to get this video uploaded before it gets later in the day. And I'm talking about a 5 a.m. routine, and it's like 1 o'clock in the day. So obviously, like I said, I'm not going to do that on camera, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my 5 a.m. routine, getting back on my ish. I'm not gonna lie, I almost went for a run this morning, but it was so wet outside. Like, I don't know if it rained during the night or if it's just the condensation that fell to the ground. It was just not plausible. In the shoes that I had on, they kind of had that slip resistance to that wetness. And I'm like, baby, we is not about to be flat on our back, on our face, or going to the hospital at 5 a.m. It's supposed to be my productive 5 a.m. routine. Is not supposed to be my unproductive rush to the hospital 5 a.m. routine. I said, so we gonna walk, sis. And then when I got back to the house, I'm like, well, then I can do the stairs, like do a stair workout. The stairs are slippery. I said, oh, no, man, we're not doing this. We too grown to be being negligent like that. So I said, not worth it. I did my yoga. I went for a walk. I weighed in at 155.6 or 8 this morning. I think it was 0.8. So I'm going to have to insert that. But, baby, I'm sorry, y'all, but I just... Okay, that was a lemon seed. I almost choked on lemon seed. Y'all, this is not it this morning. And you know, I think a part of it too that's making it tough, I had brushed my teeth before I walked out. Everything is too close together. Baby, celery juice will clear you out. So yeah, there's still lemon seeds in here. I'm trying to avoid drinking them. I gotta put my tongue in the straw as I'm sipping it so that the seeds don't, so I don't drink the seeds. That does it, folks. You see there's like 3 or 4 seeds in there. Wow. The thing about juicing and juices in general as well, I know I said I was about to go, is it not only clears your body of like, you know, toxins or just waste or whatever, because you can have a lot of waste sitting in your, like you can be like, girl, my stomach is so fat. Baby, and the whole time you just be full of ish, literally. So the good thing about like celery juice and juicing is it does, you know, clear and empty your bowels. But a lot of times too, it will raise the impurities out of your face. So toxins coming out, that's why it's important to like take your vitamins and take your probiotics for your gut health, because it literally is gonna radiate through your skin. Yes, your face wash routine is important, but your face wash routine is kind of like just like an added benefit. It's almost a thing of like upgrade. Your face wash routine is an upgrade, but it's really what's happening in your gut. It's really what you're putting in your body because when you're able to eliminate that waste, eliminate those toxins, eliminate that bad crap that's in your body that needs to come out, it brightens your countenance naturally. So, y'all see what my face has been looking like. I've been getting so many compliments on how clear my skin is looking, and somebody was just like, asked me if I wanted like a meal the other day that had meat, and I was like, no, I'm vegan, and they were like, that's why your skin be glowing like that. I'm like, girl, thank you, but at the same time, let's be clear, we can still break out, you know what I mean? Oils and different foods that you eat, vegan processed type foods, like you still can have some breakout. So it's like if you eliminate all of that, you know, processed, whether you're a vegan or you're not a vegan, you'll notice significant difference in breakouts, because I know that sugar, that's why I don't even keep white sugar and stuff like that in my house. Sugar and I don't get along. Like if I have too much like sugar, it will really break me out in a nasty way. Like it does not do well with me. So that's why a lot of my beverages and a lot of the things that I consume, like I'll use my dairy-free creamer, but you're not gonna see me pouring and loading dumps and dumps of sugar. No. And processed, like even if I eat vegan processed foods, I cannot eat them every day, because it all will result in my skin. It will cause my skin to become oily. It will cause my skin to break out. And for me, I honestly rather have clear skin, because I'm not the type of woman who needs to wear makeup every day. And I think if you feel that way, then the best thing you can do is clear that skin, because it only makes it better for you. It's like, one, you don't want to wear makeup all day. Two, what better way to cure not wearing makeup than to have clear skin? So yeah, and clear skin and healthy growing hair and healthy growing nails and stuff like that is also an indication that you're doing something right when it comes down to the things that you're putting in your body. Like, yes, some people, their hair naturally grows and all these different things, but also there's something in their routine. Even if their routine is not the best routine, that's actually something good that's contributing to whatever is happening. So I'm gonna finally end the vlog. I've run my little gums and run my little mouth a lot. Super chatty for 5 a.m. But I wanted to fill you guys in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna upload this now.